good day. For today's video, we will be having our seminar regarding the following. First is for the ICT policies and safety precautions for students who are using technologies and internet for educational purposes. Second is for technology rules in every classroom. And then third is for the legal, ethical, and societal issues in media and information. So we all know that in today's generation, almost everyone are using technologies in order to communicate and do other things, more especially in learning for students and of teaching as well. However, we come up to these policies and safety precautions upon using technology. So first is to be mindful. It means that each students or users of the technologies must be aware of what they are doing with the use of the technology in order for them to avoid any bad happenings or harmful effects. And for the second one is secured. So keep your account secured. So for some, most of us have our accounts. So we must assure that our accounts are protected and secured, because there are a lot of hackers now who use the accounts of other people in order to do bad things. So we must be careful. And then for the third is think. So this is the main idea, but the whole statement for this is think before you click. So that statements are very familiar to us. So it means that the users or the students must be aware of what will be the result if they will do this, if they will click this or open a tab, so that there will be no problem. And then for the next is time management. It means that the students or the users must manage their time very well in using their phones so that they will not be distracted. Especially for students, they must manage their time very well so that they can still perform or cooperate with their classworks. And then for the next is focus. So the focus here and the time management are very connected. They must be partnered, because if a person will not be focused, and of course if he or she will not also manage their time, then tendency is that they will be distracted and their studies might be affected as well. And for the last is evaluated. Of course, the students must be teach and aware of their responsibilities in the online environment. And of course, the teachers can also cooperate with the parents of the students so that there will be no problem upon using the technologies.
So next is do not share your password to anyone. As per today, social media is part of our student life. Even those professionals are now using social media because we are now adopting these technologies who can help our life to be easier. To be more easier, do not share your password to anyone, even to your friends, best friends, or even to your family. Because if someone can access your account, some of them may ruin your reputation and hack your personal account, which has the important files and informations. So next is avoid downloading anything from untrusted websites. We students Google was our very first supportive and helping best friends. And every time we have our project or research, and most of the time we don't have those website or information we are downloading. As long as we get information we need, but a responsible student, we are need to know what website we are visiting, because some websites are having more virus to ruin your personal account. So last but not the least, have the hobby to read. Do not just accept terms and conditions. Read it. As a student, we are almost visiting websites every day. But not just be mindful. The most important hobby you should have is to read everything. Read, analyze, and accept. That is the very best to do to prevent harmful activities and decisions at social media.
So, good day to whoever listening to this seminar awareness activity. So, at this juncture, let's proceed to the safe use of digital technologies for every classroom. So, schools' one responsibility is to educate young people's responsible behavior when using digital technologies. So, online safety practices must be taught and should be included in schools' curriculum planning. So, today, let's talk about the 10 classroom rules for using technology according to blog.whosreading.org. So, first is keep sensitive information private. So, what does it mean? This means that student must learn to keep certain information private. So, second is don't interact with strangers. So, this means that strangers are high predator to lie to you. So the third one is knows the law, the privacy and the rights that protects you. So understanding the laws related to this can help educate student in online environments. So fourth one is tolerance of cyberbullying. If you see the cyberbullying is happening in that situation, so you must report it. So the fifth one is the engage in appropriate online behavior. So this means that student must engage appropriate online behavior. So important notes are principals and teachers have a duty of care to take reasonable steps to protect students from any harm that may be encountered in online learning environments.
In the continuation about the rules of school internet safety policy, here is the rule number 6. Don't download anything without permission. Viruses often infect computers when someone downloads an infected file. This is just one way hackers are able to access personal information. By implementing this rule, you are one step closer to keeping private information and your devices safe. Number 7, don't click on any suspicious links. Links are another way viruses can get into a computer. Students are especially susceptible to pop-up scams and malevolent links that contain viruses and spyware. Number 8, don't overshare on social media. Once you post it, it never truly goes away. Nearly half of kids have regretted something they posted on social media, according to McAfee. While this could fall under appropriate online behavior, social media in particular has provided students with a platform to broadcast to the world at any time of the day. Rule number 9, treat online relationships with caution. Another important topic is online relationships and the complications of relationships in the digital age. Many underage children are catfished by older people lying about their identity, often going so far as to have fake profiles complete with pictures and a large number of friends or followers just to look more legitimate. Lastly, the rule number 10, keep a clean digital footprint. The importance and permanence of students' digital footprint and how their internet conduct could affect their future is a crucial piece of these rules. Things that they send via text, social media, email, and etc. are never truly deleted. Just don't do it. Continue to reiterate that their internet choices can affect their futures, including relationships, college admissions, and job opportunities.
Republic Act of 10175 or Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 is a law in the Philippines which aims to address legal issue concerning online interactions and the internet. Cybercrime refers to the criminal activities carried out by the means of computers or the internet. The first one is cyberbullying. Includes sending, posting, or sharing negative, false, or mean content about someone else. The next one is hacking. It is an attempt to exploit computers or private networks inside computers, tablets, or any software. Phishing. A cybercrime in which a target are contacted by emails, text messages, by someone posting as a legitimate institution were to provide individual sensitive data such as personally identifiable information such as banking, credit cards, and passwords. Digital piracy and online piracy is the practice of downloading and distributing copyrighted content digitally without permission, such as music, videos, or software. Identity theft is a crime of obtaining the personal or financial information of another person to use their identity to commit fraud, such as making unauthorized transactions or purchases. Cyber defamation, an unprivileged false statement of fact which tends to harm the reputation of a person or company which is written on a website. Cybersex. Webcam sex is exactly what it sounds like. Two or more people open up their webcams and engage with others sexually. The next one is child pornography. Is a form of a child sexual exploitation. Cybersquatting is registering, selling, or using domain names with the intent of profiting from the goodwill of someone else's trademark. Next one is infringement. Is a violation of a copyright or unauthorized act. The last one is plagiarism. Is to steal and to pass off the ideas or the words of one's own without crediting the source.